Imagine a world without paper. No books, no newspapers, no money, no school notebooks filled with ideas. Every story you've ever read, every law ever written, every letter ever sent, gone. It's hard to imagine, isn't it? Because paper feels ordinary, almost invisible in our daily lives. And yet, this simple invention changed human civilization forever. But who really invented paper? And how did one idea transform the world? Let's go back nearly 2,000 years to ancient China. Long before modern printing presses, before bound books, before libraries as we know them, writing was already important. But there was a problem. People wrote on bamboo strips, heavy, bulky, difficult to store. Imagine carrying an entire book made of wooden planks. Others wrote on silk, light and smooth, but incredibly expensive. Only the wealthy could afford it. Knowledge existed, but it wasn't easily accessible, and that limited progress. Then, during the powerful Han Dynasty, a court official named Kai Lun saw the problem clearly. Around the year 105 AD, he began experimenting, not with gold, not with silk, but with waste. Tree bark, old rags, fishing nets, even hemp. He mashed them together, soaked them in water, pressed the pulp flat, and let it dry. What emerged was thin, light, flexible, and far cheaper than silk. Paper. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't luxurious, but it was revolutionary. For the first time, writing material could be produced in large quantities. Information could travel faster. Records could be kept more easily. Ideas could spread further than ever before. And here's the twist. For centuries, China kept the secret. Papermaking techniques were guarded carefully. It was a national advantage. But history has a way of moving secrets across borders. In the 8th century, after a battle between Chinese and Abbasid forces, captured craftsmen reportedly shared the knowledge of papermaking. From there, paper traveled west, through trade routes, through scholars, through empires. It reached the Islamic world, where scholars improved the process. Then it moved into Europe, and once paper met the printing press centuries later, everything changed. Books became cheaper, literacy increased, scientific ideas spread rapidly. The Renaissance, the Reformation, the scientific revolution, all accelerated by something as simple as pressed plant fibers. So think about that. A mixture of bark and rags helped reshape human history. But here's something even more surprising. Kai Lun didn't invent writing. He didn't invent language. He didn't invent knowledge. He made knowledge portable, accessible, scalable, and that changed everything. Today, we type on screens. We send digital messages in seconds. But behind every modern document, every passport, every dollar bill, every printed book, there's a legacy that began in ancient China. A quiet invention, made from scraps, created not for glory, but for practicality. And yet, it became one of the most powerful tools humanity has ever known. So next time you hold a piece of paper, ask yourself, what ideas have traveled across it? What revolutions were written on it? What futures were planned because of it? Sometimes the inventions that change the world are the ones we barely notice. If this story surprised you, there's much more waiting to be uncovered. Subscribe to Origins Explained.